Welcome! You're cooking with Mrs. Salisbury. Today we'll be making morning muffins. Let's turn the oven on 350 degrees to preheat it. First of all, we're going to make sure everyone remembers about measuring flour. So you remember you have to spoon it into the cup or scoop it, whatever you want to say, turn the knife upside down, level it off. That is how flour needs to be measured. Otherwise you'll get a lot more flour. In this bowl, I already pre-measured out 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. So let's bring our big bowl over. 3 1/4 cup all-purpose flour. Then we need 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of white, and we need a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. Don't make a dust storm. I have a wire whisk. You can use it to mix in dry ingredients or light batter or eggs, but not for a dough. Not for a dough. It will get all stuck in there. All right, so I'm just, not a dust storm as I say, but we're just going to mix this around. Okay. Oh, these will be so good. You will love them. Okay, next, 2 teaspoons cinnamon, the bark of that lovely cinnamon tree, and 2 teaspoons baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now let's incorporate all those things. So carefully mix, no dust storm, just mix. We want to make sure that the soda, the cinnamon, everything, salt's all evenly distributed, so no one gets a chunk of something. So let's just, I think this little wire whisk is great for that. Okay. Okay, you're done. I'm going to take this out and I'm going to next have some more liquid type ingredients. So I have 2 eggs, just lightly beat with a fork to break them up. Okay, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Always use pure vanilla extract. And we need to have 1/3 cup vegetable oil. And I'm just beating this with a fork a little bit, not a long time. Now, I'm going to set this over to the side. Next, you will need a 1/2 cup of grated Granny Smith apple and 1 1/3 cups of drained crushed pineapple. If you don't have crushed pineapple, then take the pineapple chunks, use a fork and mash it up. Make sure to drain it. 1 1/3 cups drained crushed pineapple without the juice, and 1/2 a Granny Smith apple. You also need to add to that a 1/2 cup of grated carrot. Let me show you something. Well, first of all, make sure you peeled the apples and peeled the carrots. But when you're grating a carrot, and when you get down to the end, you know that grater gets really sharp. First of all, I have paper towel underneath this because you know the carrot's going to flick all over, or the apple, so it helps with cleanup. Now, when I get down close, I don't want to hurt my fingers, so I have a slightly damp paper towel, and I'm going to use that to hold the end of that carrot to get right to the end. Perfect, so that's not my fingers. Now, we need to add a bit more carrot, and I packed in the apple and I packed in the carrot. I packed it in. So there's a 1/2 cup of carrot, grated, peeled. I love those good organic carrots. I have just a tiny bit more carrot, so I'm going to put that in. It's just a tiny bit. Okay, let's move this over. Now, our carrot, apple, pineapple. The pineapple will keep that apple from turning dark also, remember. So I'm just going to mix this together. And we'll get the carrot all mixed in with the apple and the crushed pineapple. Oh, these are going to be good. Okay, next, remember we had our egg, oil, and vanilla. We can add that in now. Use a rubber scraper just a second. And You can use a spoon or rubber scraper, whatever you want. All right, look at this, perfect. Here's our dry ingredients again. They always say to make a well in the middle, basically a ditch, make a well in the middle. That's only so you can mix it a little bit faster. If you forget, it'll be all right. Now, here's our liquid ingredients. Let's put that in all at once. And then we will mix this up. Now, oven's ready, so that'll be nice. I have that this recipe makes about 18 muffins. I'll see if that's what indeed we come up with again today, but it's 18 muffins. And this is just a lovely, lovely flavors in the morning, not too sweet, just perfect. Of course, it'd be great with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. And you can always put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer after they've cooled. Bring them out, put a damp paper towel over it, put it in the microwave, warm it up, and you'll have a nice warm muffin again. All right, I'm just mixing this up as you see. With a quick bread, as I've said before, I always say let go of a quick bread, don't overmix it, but at the same time, you do have to mix all the ingredients in. So I still see some dry ingredients here. As you see right there, there's some dry ingredients, so we're gonna need to mix that in. We're almost there. They're nice and moist, just taste so good. Look at this, oh gosh. The smell is wonderful too, by the way, and great flavors. All right, let's look now. I see a tiny bit of flour there. I don't see any more. So that's done. Now I have, you can either grease a muffin pan or you can put muffin liners in. I like to use muffin liners. So I fill mine about 3/4 full. Let's look at that. And then you can always go back and put more in. Top off the extra muffins that don't have quite enough in them. We have just a little bit of batter left over, so let's top these other ones off. A little bit more here and back here. Okay, let's put them in the oven. I think they'll bake for about 20 to 22 minutes. Let's check them at 20. Our muffins are done. I said 20 to 22 minutes. These large muffins, all 18 of them, took 23 minutes. They are beautiful. Look at this. Like and subscribe. See you next time.